Macron, U.S. Russia summit will not discuss Ukrainian territorial concessions. Focus on ceasefire talks. Good evening, and welcome to our international news update. Tonight, we begin with a firm message from French President Emmanuel Macron ahead of the upcoming U.S.-Russia summit. Speaking on August 13th, Macron made it clear there will be no serious discussion of any territorial concessions at the meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin, scheduled for August 15th in Alaska. The main goal, he stressed, is to find a path to ending the war in Ukraine. His statement came right after a one-hour virtual meeting with President Trump, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and other European leaders. Macron said the talks were very good, adding that Trump was explicit about wanting a ceasefire in Ukraine. However, any territorial issues concerning Ukraine would only be discussed with Kyiv's direct participation. On the U.S. side, President Trump said that if his meeting with Putin goes well, he hopes to immediately follow it with a three-way summit including Ukraine's leader. He also warned of very serious consequences for Russia if it refuses to end the conflict. European leaders echoed a tough stance. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz noted that Trump had essentially agreed to increase pressure on Russia through sanctions. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said sanctions or secondary tariffs on Russia could be ramped up if negotiations fail. President Zelensky stated that Ukraine and its allies have agreed on 5 principles for the U.S.-Russia summit. These include Ukraine's direct involvement in any peace process, all Ukraine-related matters being discussed directly with Kyiv, and readiness for a potential three-way dialogue. He also called for guarantees for Kyiv's security and stronger sanctions on Russia if it continues to reject a ceasefire. These statements serve as a strong reassurance, easing earlier concerns in Kyiv that Washington and Moscow might strike a deal behind closed doors that would pressure Ukraine into giving up territory in exchange for peace.